Hello everyone, welcome back to accountancy class. I am Shweta J from Commerce Department, Gopalswamy PU College, Mysore. In last class, we have solved the problem relating to the form which is already existed. Now in today's session, we are going to solve the problem that is relating to a newly started form. Here in this problem, there is only a receipts and payments account and adjustment. With the help of the receipts and payment account and adjustment, we have to prepare income and expenditure account and balance sheet. Here is your example problem. Cricket Club of Mangalore was started on 1/4/2018. Its receipts and payments account for the year ending 31st/3/2019 was as follows. Here they have given only receipts and payments account. Because it is a newly started firm, you cannot expect any balance sheet to this firm. So here in the receipts and payments account, on the receipt side, to donation 60,000, to tournament fund 22,000, life membership fees 5,000, entrance fees 1,000, fees from function 24,000, subscription 10,000. And on the payment side, tournament expenses 10,300, furniture 15,800, sports equipment 30,100, honorarium 14,000, other expenses 6,000, printing 1,200, rent 2,500, salaries 7,000, postage 330 rupees, fixed deposit in bank 30,000, cash balance 4,770. The total of receipts and payment account was rupees 1,22,000. And here there is an adjustment. The first adjustment is expenses outstanding, that is salary 2,500, printing 1,000. The second adjustment is subscriptions due for 2018-19 for rupees 2,000. The third adjustment is sports equipments on 31st/3/2019 were valued at rupees 25,100 and postage stamps on hand rupees 100. And the last adjustment is entrance fees and life membership fees are to be capitalized. As I told in the beginning, you are going to prepare only income and expenditure account and balance sheet with the help of the receipts and payments account and the following adjustments. After read the problem completely, you must know all the capital receipts and capital expenditure should be recorded in the balance sheet, whereas all the revenue receipts and the revenue expenditure should be recorded in the income and expenditure account. For this purpose, you should classify all the items which are given in the receipts and payments account into capital receipts and capital expenditure and revenue receipts and revenue expenditure. So now let's classify them into capital items and revenue items. So in the receipts and payments account, on the receipt side, the first receipt is donation. It is treated as capital receipts. The next, tournament fund, it is also treated as capital receipts. Life membership fees always treated as capital receipts and it should be added to the capital fund. Entrance fees is treated as capital receipts because there is a special information given regarding the entrance fees in the adjustment number 4. If there is no special information given relating to the entrance fees, then it is to be treated as revenue receipts. The next is fees from function. It is treated as revenue receipt. The next, subscription. It is treated as revenue receipt. And on the payment side, tournament expenses. It is treated as a capital expenditure because here tournament fund is given. When tournament fund is given, then the expenditure relating to the tournament fund is treated as capital expenditure. If it is tournament fund is not maintained in the non-profit organization, only tournament expenses is given on the payment side, then tournament expenses should be treated as revenue expenditure and credited to the income and expenditure account. Here tournament expenses means the expenses which are incurred for conducting tournament. And the next is furniture. So furniture is treated as capital expenditure because it is an asset. The next, sports equipment, it is also treated as capital expenditure. Honorarium, revenue expenditure. Other expenses, revenue expenditure. Printing, revenue expenditure. Rent, revenue expenditure. Salaries, revenue expenditure. Postage, revenue expenditure. Fixed deposit in bank, it is treated as capital expenditure. And the next is cash balance, and it is recorded on the asset side of the new balance sheet. And the next, coming to the adjustments, expenses outstanding, salaries rupees 2,500, printing rupees 1,000. So this is the outstanding expenses of current year. So whenever outstanding expenses of current year is given in the adjustment, then it should be added to the respective items. So here outstanding salary should be added in income and expenditure account, and outstanding printing also added to the respective item in income and expenditure account. Again, it should be recorded on the liability side of the balance sheet. The second adjustment is subscription due for 2018-19 for 2000. Subscription due means outstanding subscription. So here this is the current year outstanding, and this current year outstanding is also added to the subscription in the income and expenditure account, and again it should be recorded on the asset side of the new balance sheet. The next adjustment is sports equipments on 31st-3-2019 were valued at 25,100. So here the market value of the sports equipments at the end of the accounting year is rupees 25,100. But during the accounting year, the value of the sports material was rupees 30,100. Now it is reduced by 5,000. It is treated as depreciation, and this should be recorded on the debit side of the income and expenditure account, and again it should be deducted from the value of the sports equipment on the asset side of the new balance sheet. The next, postage stamps on hand rupees 100. So it is treated as closing stock of this postage stamps, and it should be deducted from the postage stamps in income and expenditure account, and again it should be recorded on the asset side of the balance sheet. The next, entrance fees and life membership fees are to be capitalized. So whenever they clearly mentioned about the items which are capitalized, so then you should capitalize them to the capital fund in the liability side of the balance sheet. Entrance fees ಮತ್ತೆ life membership fees ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಫಂಡ್ ಗೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So now you have to prepare income and expenditure account and balance sheet as on 31st-3-2019. So remember, adjustment should be treated twice. Once you should record it in income and expenditure account, and again it should be recorded in the new balance sheet. So now let's prepare income and expenditure account. So now this is the format of income and expenditure account. You should clearly write the heading income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st-3-2019. On the debit side, expenditure amount, and on the credit side, income amount. So while preparing the income and expenditure account, you should consider only revenue expenditure and revenue receipts which are given in the receipts and payment account. You should take only revenue expenditure from the receipts and payments account on the debit side of income and expenditure account. So for recording the revenue expenditure in income and expenditure account, you should see only the payment side. What you have already classified the items into revenue expenditure and capital expenditure. Here you should only consider revenue expenditure. So here the revenue expenditure is by honorarium. So it should be recorded on the debit side of income and expenditure account as 2 honorarium is rupees 14,000. The next, revenue expenditure, that is other expenses, is rupees 6,000. The next, printing, and here there is a adjustment relating to printing. In last session I already told you, put a star mark if there is any adjustment relating to the particular item. So you can, in this problem also you can put a star mark in front of the particular item if there is any adjustment. So here there is an adjustment relating to the printing. The amount of printing is rupees 1,200. Now add current year outstanding or outstanding of ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡೋ ಔಟ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಸ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ ನೋ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಔಟ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಆಡ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಔಟ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. 1200 ಪ್ಲಸ್ rupees 1000 it is given in your adjustment, you will get 2200. The next revenue expenditure is rent. It is recorded as to rent on the debit side. The amount of rent was rupees 2500. The next revenue expenditure is salary. It is to be debited in the income and expenditure account. To salary rupees 7000. And here also there is an adjustment relating to the salary. You should added it. Outstanding salary of current year was rupees 2500. When you add this, it comes to 9500. The next revenue expenditure is postage. The amount of postage of rupees 330, and at the end of the accounting year it comes to 100. So it is treated as closing stock. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೋಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಸ್ಟಾಂಪ್ 330 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಚುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಖರ್ಚು ಆಗಿರೋ ಸ್ಟಾಂಪ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 230 rupees ಅಷ್ಟು. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 100 rupees ಅಷ್ಟು ಪೋಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಸ್ಟಾಂಪ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅಪಿಯರ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್. ಅಂಡ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ is fixed deposit in bank, but it is treated as capital expenditure. So it is recorded on the asset side of the balance sheet. So now after recording all the revenue expenditure on the debit side of income and expenditure account, and at last, very important, you should consider non-cash item. That is nothing but depreciation. So depreciation should be considered in order to determine the surplus or deficit in non-profit organization. So here there is a depreciation for sports equipment. So it is recorded on the debit side of the income and expenditure account. Write it as to depreciation on sports equipments. So here in order to find out the actual amount of depreciation, first you should compare the value of sports equipment which are given in the payment side and with the balance given in the adjustment. So that is 30,100 minus 25,100. It comes to 5,000. So this differences amount will be considered as depreciation of the accounting year, that is 31st-3/2019. So now let's move on to the credit side of income and expenditure account. For recording the items on the credit side, you should consider only revenue receipts which are given in the receipts and payments account. So see the receipts and payments account on receipt side. Whatever you marked as revenue receipts, those items only considered in ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ರೆಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ ರೆಸಿಪ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವು ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ರೆಸಿಪ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್, ಟು ಫೀಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟ್ರೀಟೆಡ್ ಆಸ್ revenue receipts. So now it is to be credited in the income and expenditure account as by fees from function. The amount of fees from function was rupees 24,000. The next revenue receipts is subscriptions. Here there is an adjustment relating to the subscriptions. So that is outstanding subscription of current year which is given in your adjustment. So whenever the outstanding expenses or outstanding income of current year given in the adjustment, it should be added to the respective item. So the amount of subscription was rupees 10,000. Now you should add outstanding subscription of current year, that is given in your adjustments as rupees 2,000. When you add 2,000 to 10,000, it comes to 12,000. So now after recording all the items in income and expenditure account with the help of receipts and payments account and the adjustments, now we have to find out whether it is a surplus or deficit. So in order to ascertain whether it is a surplus or deficit, first you have to make a total on both the amount columns. If the total of income is more than the total of expenses, then it represents surplus. If the total of expenses is more than the total of income, then definitely it will represent deficit. And it is also called as excess of expenditure over income. So here in your present problem, you can observe the total of debit is more than the total of credit. So now first you have to total of debit. When you total the debit side, then it comes to 39,430. Write the same total on the credit side, 39,430, and then deduct the total of income from the total of expenditure. You will get 3,430, and this balance should be recorded as by excess of expenditure over income, or it is also called deficit. And this deficit amount should be deducted from the capital fund and the new balance sheet. So this is how we prepare income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account prepare ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ receipts and payments account ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದು, ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಯಾವುದು, ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಯಾವುದು, ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಬರೀ ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ. ಆನ್ ದಿ ಅದರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್. ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ. ಇಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎನಿ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಿ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಐಟಮ್, then you should consider such items also while preparing income and expenditure account. Now let's prepare new balance sheet of the firm. As I told in the beginning, in the new balance sheet you should consider only capital receipts and capital expenditure. So now let's prepare new balance sheet of the firm Cricket Club of Mangalore as on 31st/3/2019. So on the liability side, first you should take capital fund. For ascertaining the capital fund, you should consider only the items which are capitalized. So ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ. And see your last adjustment, entrance fees and life membership fees are to be capitalized. And write under the capital fund on the liability side as entrance fees 1,000 and life membership fees was rupees 5,000, and again you should add donation. See here in the donation there are two types of donation. Donation can be divided into two. One is for specific purpose and the second one general purpose. So if the donation received only for the specific purpose like donation for building, donation for library, donation for pavilion, donation for swimming pool, ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟ್ರೀಟೆಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್, ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡೆಡ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ and it should be added to the capital fund on the liability side of the balance sheet. The next general purpose. If the donation is received only for the general purpose, not for specific purpose, then it is considered as revenue receipts and it should be credited to the income and expenditure account. Again, in the general purpose are of two types: general donation of big amount and general donation of small amount. General donation of big amount, generally it is treated as capital receipts. Again, it should be added to the capital fund on the liability side of the balance sheet. If it is the general donation of small amount, again it is treated as revenue receipts, then credited to the income and expenditure account. Here, the amount of donation is depending upon the nature of the non-profit organization. Here they are not given any specific purpose, but it is considered as capital receipts because here the amount of donation is quite huge. So that is rupees 60,000. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ನೋಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ವೆದರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ revenue receipts. Usually capital fund consists of capitalize of entrance fees, life membership fees or donation, which is already clearly mentioned in your problem. That's why we are recording these items under the capital fund. ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಸೊ ಆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಫಂಡ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲೈಸ್ಡ್ ಐಟಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಫಂಡ್, next you have to total all the items together so that you will get 66,000, and from 66,000 you have to deduct the amount of deficit which I got in income and expenditure account was rupees 3,430. When you deduct 3,430 from 66,000, you will get 62,570. And next, coming to the asset side, and for recording the items on the asset side, you should consider only the capital expenditure. So for recording the capital expenditure, you should see the payment side. ಸೊ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನೀವು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರ ಯಾವ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ 1 by 1 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಟೂರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್. Now this should be deducted from the tournament fund on the liability side. So for this you have to record first tournament fund separately on the liability side. The amount of tournament fund is 22,000 less tournament expenses. ಟೂರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಟೂರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಫಂಡ್ ಎರಡೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವು ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬರೀ ಟೂರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ, ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಟೂರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಡೆಬಿಟೆಡ್ ಟು ದಿ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. So now the amount of tournament expenses was rupees 10,300. When you deduct 10,300 from 22,000, it comes to 11,700. Next, before going to record the capital expenditure, first you should record the cash balance. On the asset side, cash balance was rupees 4,770 rupees. It is given in the receipts and payments account on the payment side at last. So by cash balance anna kottirtare, so adanna direct agi ನೀವು new balance sheet ಅಲ್ಲಿ asset side ಅಲ್ಲಿ record ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ. The next asset is furniture. The next fixed asset is furniture. First ನೀವು current asset ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು record ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, next ನೀವು fixed asset ಅನ್ನ record ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So here furniture is treated as capital expenditure and it should be recorded on the asset side of the balance sheet. And here there is no adjustment relating to the furniture, you can directly record it on the asset side. The amount of furniture was rupees 15,800. So the next is sports equipments. The amount of sports equipment is rupees 30,100, and here there is an adjustment relating to the sports equipment, that is nothing but depreciation. So you have to deduct depreciation from the concerned asset, so that is sports equipment less depreciation. So the amount of depreciation is recorded in income and expenditure account on the debit side, that is rupees 5,000. See the income and expenditure account. So now we have to deduct 5,000 from the value of sports equipment, 30,100, you will get 25,100. The next capital expenditure is fixed deposit. The amount of fixed deposit was rupees 30,000. So after recording all the items which are given in the receipts and payments account, now coming to the adjustment. So you have to record the adjustment twice, once in income and expenditure account, and second you should record, and again you should record in the new balance sheet. Already ನಾವು income and expenditure account ಅಲ್ಲಿ one time record ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, and again ಏನೆಲ್ಲ adjustment ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು balance sheet ಅಲ್ಲಿ record ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. So the first adjustment is expenses outstanding, salary and printing. So it is outstanding expenses. Always outstanding expenses are recorded on the liability side of the new balance sheet. Outstanding salary, the amount of outstanding salary which is given in your adjustment is rupees 2,500, and again record outstanding printing. The amount of outstanding printing was rupees 1,000. The next second adjustment, subscription due for 2018 and 19. So this is the outstanding income of current year. So that should be recorded on the asset side of the balance sheet. Remember, outstanding subscription of current year always recorded on the asset side of the balance sheet. Subscription was rupees 2,000. The next third adjustment, sports equipments on 31st/3/2019 were valued at 25,100. So here it is considered as depreciation. Already we have recorded on the asset side depreciation 5,000. The next postage stamps on hand rupees 100. It is treated as a closing stock. So now it is recorded on the asset side as closing stock of postage stamps was rupees 100. Next, entrance fees and life membership fees are to be capitalized. This is also recorded already on the liability side of the balance sheet. So now after considering all the items which are given in receipts and payments account and adjustment, then you have to total the balance sheet. When you total on the liability side, you will get 77,770, and on the asset side, when you total all the items, you will get the same balance, that is nothing but 77,770. And this is how we prepare new balance sheet of the non-profit organization. I hope you have understood today's problem. Thank you.